Sue and I just returned from Hekima Place about 3 weeks ago. This was our third visit to Hekima Place, and following each visit, we returned home with a renewed spirit and a commitment to do all that we can for the deserving and loving girls of Hekima Place. It was great to be with the girls and to see how they've grown and matured, and great to visit with the staff once again. The grounds of Hekima Place are beautiful. The shamba, which is the farm, is just overflowing with vegetables. The girls are really doing well, and they were thrilled to see Mom Sue and Papa Jean. Actually, it took me a while to remind them it's Papa Jean, not Papa Dick. Because Papa Dick and I went in, and Willie were there in February, and for the new girls, that was probably the first white person, white man and woman they had ever seen. So I was identified as Papa Dick. I guess no, not Papa Dick, Papa Jean. It was fun to be with our sponsored daughter Edith, who's a sophomore, a very bright young woman who's been tested with an IQ of close to 180. We have great promise for her. She's a natural-born leader. She leads, and she was one of the ones leading the festivities. And her good friend Nancy, who is our unofficial adopted daughter as well. Those two sophomores have meant a lot to us. And then I got to see Big Chico and Wambui and Purity and Gracie and Nancy and so many. It was fun to be part of the 10th anniversary celebration. It's the second time that we were in Kenya when there was a major celebration. The first was when we were building and dedicating our homes. So it's always a great pleasure to be there. And it's always sad when we have to say goodbye to our loving daughters. Never in my wildest dreams did I believe that I would be intimately involved with an orphanage in Africa. And then I would visit it on 3 separate occasions. Kate is the one who is responsible for our involvement with Hekima Place. She is the one who moves hearts when she tells the stories of the girls, and she moves us to action. Some of us are moved to make donations. Some of us are moved to volunteer. Some are moved to serve on the board. And some, amazingly, and it's actually very many, are moved to visit Hekima Place. There we experienced the miracles that her love, the love of Rebecca, Mom Sophie, Mom Helen, Mom Jane, Mom Wambui, Mom Grace, Mom Julie, and the other moms and uncles and volunteers have made on the young women and young girls. Thank you, each of you, for your contribution in transforming the lives of our girls. When you visit the girls and meet and greet them with their smiling faces, you just can't believe that they've come from such difficult backgrounds and tragic experiences. They've experienced more in their short lives than most of us have experienced. They're doing very well. But some of them, as Rebecca said, still have emotional scars. And toward that end, we've hired Mom Hannah, who is a counselor who comes every week and provides special counseling to the girls who need it. Hekima Place means, in Swahili, a place of wisdom. But I contend that we've misnamed our home because we strive for wisdom but we are really and truly a place of love. Many of you have read the quotes, and you realize the great love that they have for Mom Kate, for the mums and uncles, and for one another. When you visit Hekima Place, you witness that love. When you visit Hekima Place, you are invited into that circle of love. During our recent visit, it was so endearing to see the little girls who live at Hekima Place rush up to the girls who were coming back from high school. The girls all attend boarding schools, and they come back during their break for a couple of weeks. And the girls rush up to the high school girls, and the high school girls pick them up and hold them on their hip. And it's just heartwarming to see. And when the university girls come home, and they came home for the celebration, but they're really out of Hekima Place at this point. We are supporting them in the university, and they have housing, so it's rare that they come home. And all the girls encircle the university girls. They're the role models for all these young girls. The university girls stayed in the guest house with us. And it so reminded me of the times when my big sister came home with her sisters who were at university, and they would go into the bedroom with my mom, and they would spend hours talking and laughing, and we experienced the same thing in the guest house. Mom Kate came in, and the girls talked to the wee hours of the morning. It's just so endearing to see that.
You brought us popcorn.
The love and the joy and the laughter are wonderful to see, and it makes you realize that we are fulfilling our main mission. Our girls are discovering their self-worth. They are part of a caring family. They feel love, and they are able to love. Thanks to the love, respect, and support from Kate, the mums, the uncles, the sponsors, the volunteers, and all who touched their lives. I hope that most of you have had time to read some of the quotes on the walls. There was one phrase that stood out for me. I was so moved by it. It was a beautiful reflection by Jane, a university student who is really doing well. It was so heartfelt, and it exemplifies what your support means to the lives of our girls. She said, "You have revived back my strength to face life again, and raised my dead hope to life." I never put those two words together, dead hope. Thank you for restoring hope to this family of remarkable young girls and young women who have been entrusted to our care. All this has been made possible through our founder and director, Kate.